if it's on the side of the street where the water collects very easily, so something to keep in mind. Just to recap here, we are watching a flash flood warning that has been issued for the New Orleans Metro. This is going to go until 4:30 p.m. and it includes most of New Orleans, from Uptown up through Mid-City, through Lakeview City Park, up through Gentilly, the Quarter, Bywater, Marigny, all included in this, as we basically just have this huge blob of heavy rain, not moving all that fast. It's a summertime storm, so it's not going to be moving that much, parked right over the city. And I was just talking about those rainfall rates, and they're pretty high. I mean, you're talking about anytime you start to pick up these reds in our graphic here, that's going to be 4 inches an hour, which is an inch in 15 minutes. So that's why we're concerned about the street flooding increasing. I'm looking at our reports here, and that's a good update. Notice maybe the rates coming down a bit as these storms, what they do is they pop up. The heaviest rain will kind of be in the midlife of the storm, and then once it starts to rain itself out, that's when things will start to wind down. So they basically pop up, they rain themselves out, and then things will start to improve. But that's still some pretty heavy rainfall that's falling over a big chunk of the city. Looking at our streetwise flood map here from the New Orleans city, I'm not seeing any reports of street flooding right now, but sometimes these things can be delayed, and sometimes it's not exactly up to the date information. So I can almost guarantee you we're at least seeing some areas of street flooding across the New Orleans area. We've also got some of that heavy rain. You can see that new area getting a little bit heavier once you get towards River Ridge, kind of over, I guess that'd be over Elmwood, and up through the Clearview areas, where we're seeing another pretty heavy batch that's about 1 inch in 15 minutes as well. So that's going to be another area of some pretty heavy rainfall falling across the metro area. Back on our radar here, you can see certainly anytime you start getting these, we don't see these pinks often down here. It's not necessarily hail. That's just very heavy rainfall, and that's moving up through the Gentilly neighborhood as we speak, and that's going to be getting up towards UNO pretty soon. So that's some very heavy rain. Very heavy rain still continues for most of Mid-City. As you start to get uptown, though, things are really improving there. So if you are seeing some street flooding uptown, I think things will really improve there pretty soon. But still pretty rough as you go off towards the Elmwood area, River Ridge, Harahan, and up through parts of Kenner and into Metairie. So, I mean, really, the entire New Orleans Metro on the East Bank is getting this heavy rainfall. New Orleans East, you're looking okay right now. And just to put a little motion on this before I leave you here and send you back to programming, you can see there the general motion is going to be to the lake with a weakening trend as well. So this will continue to spread the heaviest of it through up towards the lakeshore area. And we'll probably start to see more of this. Here's Algiers up through New Orleans east. So we're starting to see some of that heavier rain back towards Algiers as well. So just to recap here, flash flood warning for a big chunk of New Orleans. It goes until 4:30 p.m. We're likely seeing some street flooding as this heavy rain continues across parts of the metro. We'll continue to track it for you. Of course, it's just these typical summertime storms we see across the area. Other areas are definitely seeing some rainfall, but the main show right now is going to be over the New Orleans Metro. North Shore, you're not seeing a whole lot. You could start to see a few showers and storms pop up. We've got another little downpour popping up towards Houma, and we just got to keep an eye on these. They don't move all that much, and they could definitely lead to some areas of flooding as they dump some very heavy rainfall. But for now, we're going to throw you back to regular programming. All right, and I believe we're continuing this discussion on our social media here on Facebook and perhaps our app and on YouTube. And if you're just watching or turning on your phone, we are watching a flash flood warning for the New Orleans Metro. This is going to be really, New Orleans is the only place included in the warning, but there's some pretty heavy rainfall falling over Kenner and Metairie as well. So definitely could see some street flooding over in that location as well. But certainly rainfall rates coming down some for the uptown area. Mid-City, your rainfall rates are going to start to come down pretty soon. And our rainfall rates still pretty high from Lakeview to City Park. There's City Park, there's Lakeview.